Well, today is the fourth and the final day of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation hearing. And yesterday there was a very moving moment. I wonder if you guys saw this between Senator Cory Booker and Judge Jackson. Watch.
You got here how every black woman in America who's gotten anywhere has done by being like Ginger Rogers said, I did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in heels. It's hard for me not to look at you and not see my mom, not to see my cousins, one of them who had to come here and sit behind you. You have earned this spot. You are worthy.
Wow, some of the strongest criticism, some of our viewers, of Judge Jackson had to do with her being, quote unquote, soft on crime, specifically in her sentencing of a few child pornography cases. But after 4 days of sometimes very tense hearings, what do you think will happen, DBL Nation? We're also going to, Tori, I want to talk to you. And will Judge Jackson be confirmed? We want to know what you think. DBL Nation, go to dblvote.com. Let us know if you support her confirmation to the Supreme Court or not. First, what did you think about that speech?
I mean, Sam, you know, I mentioned it the other day when we were talking about Judge Jackson and how it just made me think about my mom, seeing her getting her PhD in 1990. You know, before this was a thing that was discussed, my mom had her PhD. She did it as a single mom at the time with a son and daughter that were very young and also going through our own issues as well.
I don't know how she did that.
Yeah. It's amazing, and at the same time had time to handwrite cookbooks. When I talk about my mom, that's what people don't know. She's a different level, but obviously we're looking at this incredible human being, Judge Jackson, and she's the same way. So I do appreciate what he said. I know people will say it was performative, and to an extent, everything is performative. But I do think that I speak for a lot of people when I say I'm glad he took the time to acknowledge the hard work that she has done to become one of the most fantastic candidates that we'll ever see for any job ever. I mean, she is the template right now.
Yeah, she's recently spoke at our school. She's on the board of my school, and she spoke at the lecture at Georgetown Day School, which I'm very, very proud of. Her daughter is a senior there who looks lovely in lavender. But what's so amazing about what Booker did to me, excuse me, Senator Booker, is that he cut through all of the sort of tension and just made it like, you deserve this seat. And he kind of just made it a human to human. And he knows what it's like to be a person of color trying to get past it. This is a really hot seat. This is one of the hottest seats in D.C. being confirmed by the Senate Judiciary Committee. So lovely way to cut through that tension and humanize the process. He knew he was on TV. He did very well for himself, and it was a lovely thing to have done.
There's one part that I wish we could have shown, if not Google it, just being a parent, where when Cory Booker was speaking to her and praising her, you saw her daughter.
That's the daughter. That's
the senior at Tori's school, literally just looking at her mom.
It's a great shot.
Like her mom's a superhero.
Totally great.
And you saw that the admiration, the adoration in her daughter's eyes, just staring at her mother. That's like, as a parent, that's all you could hope for.
Yeah, it's inspirational. There's theater on both sides.
Yeah,
let's just be honest, right? I totally think Judge Jackson will get appointed, right? Because even if it goes to the Senate, correct me if I'm wrong, if it goes to a 50-50 tie, Vice President Harris breaks the tie.
Correct. She's the president of the Senate, and she will be. And I agree. She'll be confirmed.
Right. So I have no doubt she will be confirmed. So I think there's a lot of theatrics on the other side because they want to get their point of view across. They're not really examining. Perfectly qualified. I think it's going to go through. But all that aside, this was just a moment from a human to human that has something in common, that sees their relatives in one woman. And that was a real moment. You could call it theater. I call it inspirational. And that woman, her daughter, looking on, crying with emotions. Whatever the theater was, it moved her, and it will forever change her life. So I'm all for it.
I do want to really quickly, before I reveal the results, address, because a lot of people are speaking about her being soft on these child porn cases. I did do research. That matters to me. I'm sorry. I was like, listen, if she's been very soft on these crimes, I'm going to have a problem with her. She has not been soft on these crimes. Now, she could have been stiffer, but if you look across the board with our nation's law, the legislation, and other judges, she's right there with
the guidelines are right there.
She's right there in that middle guideline. So I just want to state that because if you were having those same concerns, hopefully that information will help. 85% of you support her. Wow. 85% of our viewers.